Okay, let's see. Wait, is this who I have to save? Sign me up! Hello and welcome to Resident Evil 4, the remake. Today I will be saving the president's precious daughter, and in the process, try to survive this absolute nightmare of a scenario. Imagine this. You go to a remote location with your fellow Spanish law enforcement, and it turns out you happened upon a bloodthirsty cult that really likes to use any and all farming equipment as a way of disposing of you. Well then, let's get into it. After a brief, trauma-inducing introduction of our main boy Leon, I make my way through the dense forest and finally meet the very friendly residents of this beautiful village. They tried to surround me, but I choose to make a quick exit. I went to the main part of the village when this happened. I start a fight with them because obviously I don't agree on their view of things, and then the bell tolls, signaling the sweet relief of not having to run around and roundhouse kick everything in sight.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
After a little while I get to a part where they start putting up bear traps, like some sick prank. And to add to that, they equip themselves with some dynamite as well, like a cherry on top. To put it shortly, I was not fond of this dessert. Went to some dark basement and found an actual human being. His name was Luis, but our chat was cut short because the big cheese, as they call him, slammed me into a deep slumber and injected the plaga. After waking up and snapping a villager's neck, I escaped and managed to gather my stuff. And then I met him. We locked eyes. I then glanced over at his beautiful trench coat, containing all a soldier would ever want. Time to introduce you to the treasures of this game. You take a gem, put it into another jewel, and then you get more pesetas. Oh, how I love pesetas. Buy what you want, upgrade what you want.
Here comes the money!
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money!
But wait, what year is this game based in? 2004? When was the euro established in Spain? 2002? This money is obsolete. Who cares, as long as I get my upgrades. Make my way to the chief house, eliminate Dr. Salvador, who is straight out of a goddamn nightmare, take a little too much time to solve a simple puzzle, and reunite with the big cheese. We share a loving embrace, but then it gets interrupted by a mysterious woman. Okay, we all know who she is, and goddamn the cake on her, nothing. Moving on. I saved a doggo that happened to get trapped in one of the bear traps. I know, buddy, I know. We've all been there. Get to the church where presumably Ashley's being held, although unfortunately I needed a key to open the gate. The lake was not far. When I got there, the villagers were disposing of the evidence of their crimes, and a big fish monster gulped it all down. Hope I won't need to go over the lake.
What the hell was that?
Got some gas for the boat. God damn it, and made my way across the lake. And who would have thought? It turns out it was a boss fight. I definitely did not die. Trust me on that. Killed the big old fish monster and went for a little nap. When I woke up and got the key for the church, and then I got a little distracted with the gun range. Man, Ashley can wait. This is way too much fun. When this banger starts playing, you don't want to leave. Okay, fun time's over. I get ambushed by a huge mountain of muscle and no brain called the El Gigante.
Whoa! God damn, you're a big boy.
With the help of the doggo that I rescued,
Hey, it's that dog.
we took down the big guy, and I made my way to the church and finally made my acquaintance with the president's daughter Ashley. We managed to escape the church and lose the pursuing mob of villagers. Met up again with Luis and played a knockoff version of COD Zombies.
Okay, it's game time.
This place is really annoying. Tight spaces, enemies that kick like a semi-truck, and Luis not really doing all that much to help me. Anyway, after all the action, we escape the little cabin and find out that Luis is working with Ada, the hot lady with the huge cake. Never mind. I get introduced to two not-so-friendly villagers. both wielding chainsaws, that have the intent to introduce it to my head. That doesn't work for them, thankfully. The Big Cheese makes another appearance, me and Ashley dilly-dally away, and I get ready for another boss fight. This time, for once and for all, I get rid of the Big Cheese and his horrible scent.
Guess that's the last of him.
After that business was dealt with, we made our way to the castle part of the game, and you know what that means. Stronger enemies, bigger variety of enemies, but better weapons and more pesetas. The castle dwellers start using catapults, but then I get a cannon for myself and give them a little bit of their own medicine. Finally meet the ugly, old, short, creepy looking dude that 100% is not supposed to be next to a school zone within 100 meters. His name is Ramon Salazar, and he's the 8th heir to this magnificent castle's architecture. He wanted me to hand over Ashley, but I said no thanks bro, and went on with my day.
Yes.
After exploring a little bit of the castle, I make my way to the lower levels, where I meet an absolutely terrifying creature known as the Ganado. He's blind, but he's definitely not deaf. I take care of him and make my way to one of the harder parts of this game, the water room. It takes a little finesse and multitasking, but we make it out alive and well. After that, we get to the outside area. Ashley starts to act weird, pulls a knife on me, and runs away. Finally meet Ada face to face and show her a thing or two about close quarter combat. After that, she jumps out of a window. Get to the part where an El Gigante starts throwing boulders at me. I get to another cannon and give a little boulder to his face so he would stop annoying me. At last reunite with Ashley, who was pretty traumatized by the fact she couldn't control herself. But anyway, we made our way to the maze part of the game, where these dogs started to jump scare me after every turn. In this next area, we needed to get 3 statue heads. In the whole building, there were a lot of interesting displays of armor. Hope that they won't come to life and try to kill me. Got one of the statue heads, and then the knights came to life and indeed tried to slice me in half. But with Ashley's help, we took care of them pretty easily. Quickly got the viper head and finally the goat head. Placed everything in its rightful place and I got trapped and separated from Ashley. Guess what time it is? It's the Ashley gameplay segment time. Hooray! She didn't have any weapons, but at least she could wield a mighty lantern. Completed a couple of puzzles as her.
Look at this ancient ass clock here. This motherfucking clock here is nice.
Got jump scared by even more knights and finally made it out in one piece and helped Leon get out of the cage. But of course, a scary hooded individual had to come and ruin our fun. His name was the Verdugo. In my opinion, one of the coolest looking enemies in the whole game. Got some more valuable treasure so I could get my hands on even more pesetas. Made my way to the insect room.
So I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off.
Anyway, I got through that place and then I got to the 2 Garadors. Safe to say that it was pretty hard. Used up a ton of ammo and resources. Got in the middle of some weird ass ritual, where they force drank Ashley some dookie water. They sent me to a deep pit where I almost joined the dead prisoners and the Verdugo decided to make his appearance. Was tempted not to kill him, but I gave in, and it took a lot of shots to put him down.
You son of a bitch! Finally, some peace and quiet.
Luis finally gave me some medicine to suppress the symptoms of the plaga. We teamed up and made our way through the mines. 2 more El Gigantes decided to show up. We killed one and threw the other in a hot pit of absolutely scorching lava. Had some fun on the minecart segment, but unfortunately that fun was cut short. A mercenary named Krauser stabbed Luis in the back. We had a knife-to-knife fight. Luis was still alive and helped me out. I lit his final cigarette and was on my way to save Ashley. Got to the creepy Ramon and started a boss battle. It was nice for a change that the boss battle wasn't that hard. Went after Krauser. With Ada's help, got a lift to the separate island that was even more difficult.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Some enemies were carrying rocket launchers, others some sort of machine guns. But either way, I pushed through. and got rid of them one by one. Finally made my way to the creepiest, most skin-crawling part of the game, the labs. These new enemies, the Regeneradors, or Regenerators, are practically invincible without the right equipment, and the worst part is their absolutely terrifying breathing. This one fact about them makes them literally the creepiest enemies in the whole game. It didn't take long for me to get a biosensor scope so I could finally stop running away from those walking, breathing meatbags. Got to Ashley, gave her some medicine, and then we started to make our way to the laboratory that Luis was talking about. One wrecking ball later, we met Sadler face to face. Ashley got taken. Again, I fought Krauser, who was not really nice, finished him off with a knife to the chest, and went after Sadler. Got some support from Mike. We plowed through all the enemies. He said that drinks were on him, but he never got the chance to fulfill his promise. Mike! No! After a long grieving process, I finally made my way to Sadler's altar room, where I also found Ashley. Ada helped by shooting a bunch of bullets at the dude and distracting him. Had some haunting visions, went to the lab, got rid of Ashley's plaga, and she got rid of mine. We took our bearings and got to the final Sadler boss fight. Oh, am I glad I collected as much treasure as I did. I had a magnum with 20 bullets, and also a rocket launcher to aid in the battle. Safe to say I took care of him pretty easily. His final phase almost destroyed me because I couldn't dodge if my life depended on it. But with Ada's plot rocket launcher, it was a piece of cake. I thanked Ada for her help. She gave me the keys to an escape vehicle. We only had a little bit of time to escape. Got to a jet ski and made a butt-clenching escape. Now what rating did I get? An S? Maybe an A? No, it was a B. I mean, could have been better, but considering it was my first experience of the remake, I'd say it was alright. Well then, that was my experience of this amazing remake. Thanks for watching.